So I wanted to talk to you today about a new feature that could be very important to you because we will all have run into this. So I was, attempting to kind of clean up this one layer, and I was extracting curves and thought I was sort of going great. But when I look in perspective, if I'm looking at my curves, I can see that they're not all landing on the same surface. And you will probably have run into this many, many, many times as you're modeling. If you're picking from a point, you may think you're picking this point, but you may be picking something, elsewhere in the model. Or you may think, if you're drawing in plan and you draw between this point and that point, that it's going to be some kind of a flat line, and it never is. So I wanted to show you this one really kind of great command, and it's called SetPt. So if I choose all of these, and it's happened to get all of those, so if I choose all of these objects, I can use the SetPt command to basically force all of the points to align with a certain axis. And you'll see that I'm in my world construction plane right now. So just to sort of show you an example, for me, usually that means sort of pushing everything to the ground so that I have everything on a similar layer. So if I have selected all of those and I just say set point, it will give me a choice of axes. And let's just go through and kind of see what they mean by this. We'll pick the one we want last. The one that I typically want is that z-axis, again, kind of collapsing things onto the ground. But if I choose set y, and we set the points, everything is kind of trying to move together in that y-axis. It's definitely not what I want, right? So let's undo that. Let's pick, actually it would have been good to see that in perspective, but let's go ahead and do that one more time. And let's try the x-axis, right? So now everything, all of the points for all of these objects are basically moving into the same x line, and it's asking where do I want to put all of those. So if I decided to do it, I could put them all lined up with the center of that circle. Well, that's sort of nonsensical given what we're trying to do. So let's undo that one more time. And let's try it. The one that we really want is the set Z. And if I set the points and I actually say, yeah, I actually want these guys to line up, I really do want them to line up with the top of this plane, they will now have moved all to be even on the top of that plane. And you'll see the value in that if I'm trying to join curves together, or if I'm trying to create a surface, a planar surface, I need them all to be on the same plane.